much, Chairman of the Stock Exchange of Thailand. And next, may I invite Mr. Mitsuhiro Furusawa, Deputy Director of the International Monetary Fund, for an opening speech. Ladies and gentlemen, again, please welcome Mr. Furusawa on the stage.
Thank you very much. Good morning, distinguished guests and participants. Very pleased to be here in Bangkok today to welcome all of you to this timely and important conference on building regional capital markets in the greater Mekong sub-region. I'd like to express my appreciation to the Stock Exchange of Thailand for agreeing to host this event, along with our regional office for Asia and Pacific. We are discussing a dynamic region whose diverse countries are linked by a great river and common aspirations. A desire to find their rightful place in the global economy, to improve living standards, and to do so in a spirit of cooperation and harmony. Asia's economic potential and that of the greater Mekong region is undeniable, with its young populations and growing middle classes, who are fueling its economic dynamism. The region's financial sector has shown that they can underwrite strong growth without jeopardizing stability. This reflects the lessons learned from the Asian financial crisis of almost 20 years ago, and the willingness to make tough choices to support sustainable growth and financial stability. Let me set the stage for today's session by discussing briefly challenges and risks of financial development and integration and the policies that can ensure success. Let's begin with the economic outlook. You are all fully aware that world growth has slowed recently, including in Asia. The IMF projects that the global economy will grow at 3.6% next year, while Asia is expected to expand at 5.4% pace. So clearly, for all of the uncertainty about the outlook, this region remains the fastest growing in the world. But there is still more that can be done to unlock Asia's full potential. One important way to accomplish this is to continue on the road to financial integration. But this process remains at an early stage and has not kept pace with the integration of the real economy. Perhaps this is inevitable. Regions naturally tend to be more integrated economically due to information, transport, cultural, and trade links. Moreover, here in Southeast Asia, integration has been a common policy goal. It is most impressive to see the rapid rise of Asian supply chains as global forces. This trend places a premium on the financial integration that can provide new sources of growth. Because countries are at different stages of development and face diverse external and homegrown pressures, deepening financial integration across a wide range of countries can help them ensure each other. But there are many challenges ahead. The demographic and structural transformations that Asia is experiencing have been accompanied by significant changes in saving and investment patterns. Matching these rapidly evolving saving pools and large investment needs poses challenges to our financial development and deeper financial integration. The investment needs of business inevitably will exceed companies' own resources, and the traditional recourse to the banks that dominate Asian financial systems may not be sufficient. So companies will need to issue more equities and bonds, meaning larger, more stable, and more liquid capital markets. That in turn will mean looking beyond national borders to tap into capital available in Asia and on global markets. New urban residents and growing middle classes also will need more diverse and sophisticated financial products. They will want to purchase houses and cars, but also save for future with equities, mutual funds, and other investment products. And these products will not necessarily be sourced only in their own countries. As greater availability of credit helps to reduce precautionary savings and smooth consumption, there will be a benefit for macroeconomic stability. Wider access to finance and also could help create opportunities for the poor. This financial inclusion is essential to the efforts to reduce poverty and income inequality. At the same time, financial sector development is crucial to government efforts to build the foundations for future growth, particularly infrastructure development. Here, too, local pools of savings may not be sufficient to fund investments of the scale needed. Additionally, channeling funds into long-term investment may remain a difficult task, particularly in emerging and developing economies. For many reasons, investors' time horizon may not be long enough, legal systems may not be sufficiently robust to settle the disputes that arise, or financial systems may not be able to turn an infrastructure project into a financial product investors will buy. Each of these challenges carry the potential for tremendous benefits, but we cannot forget about the risks of financial integration. Capital flows can be large and volatile. Global credit cycles might not fit each country's needs at all times, and the integration tends to make financial markets move more closely together across countries. As we have learned in recent years, the more open a country, the greater the potential risks and benefits. We saw these factors play out in the global financial crisis. In many cases, financial integration had run ahead of regulatory and prudential frameworks and international coordination efforts. Here, Asia has an advantage. It can avoid repeating the mistakes of the advanced economies. So how can we best maximize the benefits and minimize the risks? Allow me to offer three broad policy suggestions. First and foremost is building strong frameworks for macroeconomic and financial sector policies. Of course, these include the macroeconomic anchors such as independent central banks and fiscal policies that can operate counter-cyclically while limiting public debt build-ups. But just as important are strong regulation and supervision, which rapid growth and evolving financial integration make all the more critical. But this is not enough. Even with good regulation and supervision, it is essential to guard against the instability that large capital flows can cause. So my second point is that countries need strong macroprudential policy framework. Counter-cyclical macroprudential policies can reduce the build-up for financial risks in the good times while mitigating the fallout when capital flows reverse, credit growth slows, and asset prices fall. Third, cooperation at the regional level is essential. Information needs to be shared openly and rapidly between countries, while regulations should be harmonized as much as possible. This will help level the playing field across the sectors and countries, reduce the opportunities for regulatory arbitrage, and lower the cost of financial services across the region. This is a lifeblood of regional integration. Let me conclude here by restating my view that Asia and the greater Mekong region have a lot to gain by advancing financial integration. Over the years, we have learned important lessons. We have seen its significant benefits and costs, and I hope today's discussion will help all of us advance the agenda of regional integration in light of global experience. I'd like to stop here and give the platform to our Permanent Secretary, Somchai. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Director of the International